I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Ontario, Canada, and I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel. We did not take a photo of, I'm just looking here, and there we go. Okay, we are brought up. Everything looks good. Let me start again. I have lost my train of thought. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Please say hello when you join me. Let me know where you're coming from. And please, oh my goodness. It's been a long day, you guys. Please give me a thumbs up. Give me a comment. Please share my video. Sharing is caring. It's how I reach more customers. Good evening, Amy. Welcome. So to start off with tonight, I want to just mention about my Saturday soiree. I talked about this the other day during my live, and I have sent out a newsletter, and I talked about it during a blog post. I have 2 of the 3 stamp sets chosen. The third will be chosen very soon. We'll be using Awesome Otters and Flowing Flowers. So more information is to come. I've already got some awesome crafty friends signed up for it. So be on the lookout for that. If you haven't yet, please click that subscribe button below so that you don't miss any future videos from me. Lots of Pun is the December paper pumpkin kit. It creates 9 cards with coordinating envelopes and lots of pun and fun with this kit. We only have a few more days, you guys, to start with the savings. Where you pay $100, you get $165 worth of product, plus a paper pumpkin kit for free. It's a past kit. It's not one that is brand new, coming out type of thing, but just for you to see if you like it. In Ontario, there is no tax. There's no tax in a few of the other provinces. There is never any shipping charged on the starter kit. Let me just zoom you in a smidge. There we go. My lighting is terrible tonight too. It's just one of those days. And no, I do apologize. I don't have a blog post ready for tonight's project. It will be tomorrow. So if you'd like more information, please contact me. This ends on November 30th. I am always looking for new crafty friends to join my team. You can join for the discount and be a happy discount shopper, or you can join and have a small business where you get a little bit of pocket money. Whatever you want, everybody is welcome. And if you want to start a business, I am more than happy to help train you, encourage you, and give you tips and things like that to help you get started. Okay, so before I went to, where did I put it? Before I went to my sister's, last week, I went to the dollar store. Oh, now we are too zoomed in. You're still not even going to be able to see. I'm going to have to bring you guys up a bit. Hold, please. Okay. Because this is a very large plaque. All right, is it tight? I don't want you to go swinging down. All righty. And let's adjust this. All right, it still doesn't all fit in camera. This thing is, well, if I put it this way, you'll be able to see it. It is 13 1/8 inches long. And each one of these 4 panels is 6 inches by 3 inches is what I cut my cardstock and designer series paper to. So I was at the dollar store. This is from Dollarama. Look at that, $2. So I was at Dollarama and saw them, and I immediately got an idea as to what I could use it for. It's just crazy how sometimes you just have no ideas. Nothing is coming to you. You struggle. It happens to everybody. But when I saw this, I immediately thought, oh, I know what I can do with it. So let me show you. So I bought 3 of them because I thought it would be something fun to do with my sisters. And this is what I transformed it into. Now I still have the string on the back because I have to cut it off and hot glue. So if I turn it like this, so it will look like one panel at a time. So I used the gorgeous Peaceful Place Designer Series paper. So this pattern here the basic gray with the white and silver snowflakes, the opposite is the gingham. So you have 3 by 6. For each one of the panels, you need 4 panels. Now I used first to put this designer series paper on. I used Mod Podge. I used mine is the matte, although it still has just a touch of sheen. So I used a foam brush, and I just did 1 panel at a time, and I used it like glue. Now, with my designer series paper, I don't know if my camera is going to pick it up. I did a coating on top of it after. So I cut my designer series paper to fit. So pretend this is designer series paper. So I cut it to fit. I put my Mod Podge on the plaque. Then I put my designer series paper on. Pressed it nice and flat, and then I went over the designer series paper again with the Mod Podge because I wanted it to really be secure, because designer series paper is kind of thin. So, and then my trees are stamped with the, I got a pile of stuff here. So my trees are stamped with the Peaceful Cabin, this bunch of trees right here, this grouping, and I stamped them in the Evening Evergreen because I thought, oh, that would be just gorgeous. So I used my Evening Evergreen, and then the cabin dies have these fabulous, this cuts out your trees. So after you have stamped on your cardstock, you just line that up, and then I just used my scissors to cut off that extra little piece there. And you decide how wide you want that base. So, and I would suggest that you use some kind of Post-it tape or purple tape, washi tape, to hold that in place when you're running it through your die cutting machine so that it doesn't jump. Because with this long skinny piece, I did find that it did jump. So just be warned that if you're going to do something like that, you need that. And then my snowflakes here. I ended up putting these extras in because I glued this down too far, and it stuck right away. So I took this snowflake die here again from the Cabin Dies, and these snowflakes here are the stitched snowflakes It's just amazing what you can do when you pull all of your different supplies together. Never be afraid of mixing stamp sets, die sets with what you want to create. You're going to be much more successful, and you're going to make those dollars that you spent go so much farther for you when you're doing things like this. So this was the, what's the paper name? The silver, look at here, silver foil. So this is the lightest sheet. I'm basically out of it. I need to order another package. So this was the silver foil that I used to die cut out my snowflakes. And then on this one here, my cabin, and again, it has a coordinating die. My cabin is stamped in smoky slate, so I'm going to list all of the products that I used in my blog post tomorrow. So this has, oh, I didn't poke out my ends here. This fits right over, and again, I'm going to tell you to use some kind of a tape so that it will stay in place, because this here, as it's going through, the pressure of the machine will lift this up and could make it go off kilter. So, and then again here, I just took my snips and followed along with that line. But yeah, that cuts that out beautifully. So I just, again, I covered all the DSP with the Mod Podge. I did not cover my stamped images because it would make the ink bleed. So that just worked perfectly. And then my bottom piece, this is actually, I'm going to flip this sideways. Maybe you can see. It's actually 3 layers deep. So I cut out the Noel 3 times with the Evening Evergreen cardstock and glued them together, because the foam I didn't bring with me, our foam adhesive sheets. So I thought, you know what? Let's just do the 3 together, because I wanted it popped up. It was the only thing I wanted popped up. As you can see, everything else is flat down. And my sisters loved it. So right now, I just have the tear and tape attached to the back. So $2 for this. And then supplies you have on hand. Take a look at what you've got with your designer series papers, stamp sets, and dies. I could have painted in here, but I thought, no, I don't want to. So it really made it, I was just really impressed with how well it turned out. That, you know how sometimes you have something in your mind about, ooh, I think I should do this. And then it never turns out, it goes into the wastebasket. Well, this turned out beautifully. All right, so let me put this stuff away. Now I want to show you another one I did. So this is the more elegant type of wall decor that you can hang up in your home. So again, that was the Peaceful Cabin, the bundle, as well as the stamps, the stitched snowflake dies, and then the playful alphabet dies. These, oh my gosh, I use these so much. They are so fabulous. They're a really nice size letter, and just your straightforward font. It's not, you know, fancy or anything, so it can pair with anything. All right, so that was my first one. My sisters loved it, and the three of us, we did it together. Okay, so my next one, while I was doing that, up at my sister's, I thought, you know what? There is a stamp set that I think would be perfect. The Be Jolly. I thought, oh my gosh, I can't wait to get home. I think I know what I can do with it. And this is what I created. So here it is here, the whole length of it. So adorable. Oh my gosh. Now, I was sitting coloring last night and Brad said, Santa's not pink. And I said, in my world, Santa's pink. So if you watch me, follow me, you'll know that I love the color pink. So I decided that my little Santa Claus, they were going to be pink. So I pulled out the polished pink, Stampin' Blends, and basic gray, smoky slate. And then my little, when you're coloring in white, if you add just that little bit of gray, it just makes that white pop more. So that is the light gray granite. And of course his face and rosy cheeks are just petal pink. So my Ho 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 is in the polished pink cardstock. And I tried with the foam, and I thought it was too big, and I did not like that I could see that white on the sides. So I thought, I don't like that. And then I pulled out the pearl, what is it called? Pearlescent specialty paper. This is from the annual catalog. It's kind of yellowy. So let me pull out a piece. So I pulled out my dark polished pink Stampin' Blend. So you can see, like, it's got a sheen to it, and it's a different texture. So I thought, So I pulled out my polished pink Stampin' Blend. I mean, I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up. I didn't like the way the blend looked on it. It's kind of splotchy looking. So I was like, no, I'm not fussy on that. So I went with not 3, but 2 layers for my, let me just get this out of the way. I went with 2 layers for my Ho Ho Ho, so that it's just slightly popped up, but not a whole lot. Now, my snow that Santa is walking in, and my tree and my sled, is that all gonna, doesn't all fit. That is with the snowy white, that's silver foil. The snowy white might not be right here, is it? Yes, it is. Snowy white velvet sheets. So this, you need the, my hair stuck to it. And look at, I was trying to clean up some of the fuzzies, and I got some of the Winkostella on there. So the lint roller is your friend with this, because everything sticks to it. And then for that, my snowy hills, I used my basic border dies. I think this is supposed to be clouds, but I use it as snowbanks. And let me get that out of the way. So I did 2 layers, and I took my Winkostella, and all I did was I just went around the edge and colored that, so that way it would have a bit of it. The camera does not pick it up well, so it would have a bit of that. Move this out of the way. A bit of the sheen to it so that it's very sparkly looking. And look at these teeny tiny little dots. Yes, I did. That is the dots from this snowflake die from the Cabin Dies. I just thought I used the big and the little. I thought the little dots just added something else to it. But isn't that just so adorable? And then again, I've used the, so my ribbon is the polished pink open weave ribbon for this one. And the other one is the smoky slate textured ribbon to attach to my boards. And my colors, my tree is just jade. Of course, I had to add some pink Christmas balls, some balmy blue. I have balmy blue is my, there's a little something on there. Balmy blue is one of the colors in the background. Daffodil Delight. Soft suede, but oh so cute. And to do the what did I do with, here's my what I did for my you can see a bit of the ink there. I used Balmy Blue and Misty Moonlight together so that I had the dark at the bottom going up to the lighter. Just blending it so it wasn't all one tone. So what I did was I started with my Balmy Blue. And I'm definitely going to have to re-ink this. So I brought my Balmy Blue in. So you could do this with any colors. Brought it down. So how are you doing, Amy? It's quiet tonight. Everybody must be busy. Are you getting your Christmas cards all done? I have to sit down this weekend and start writing out my list and addressing. Going through, I always lay out all the Christmas cards I've made and look at my list and then decide who gets what. And I have to get my international cards. They need to get done and in the mail. All right, so let me just zoom in a smidge more. So I'm just bringing that down here like that. Set that aside for the moment. And then I am going to bring in my oh so dark, very, very dark Misty Moonlight. So I'm going to get some of it off. And then I'm just going to hold down here so I don't leave any fingerprints in there. And I'm going to come across like this. Just so that I have that different color. I'm holding the head of the blending brush so that I have more control when I'm reaching a bit. So you can go as dark as you want or as light as you want, but I just thought this gave it a really cool looking effect underneath my die cut snow and all that. All right, so then I'm going to bring in a bit more of my balmy blue, and I'm going to kind of reach across, and I'm going to bring it right over top so that I can blend those colors together so that's not a demarcation line, kind of creating a totally new tone. Okay, so like I said, you can go as heavy or as light. So that's what we've got there. And then when you take your snow and you put that there, it covers up that bottom part and gives you that, the darker to the lighter kind of sky look, background look. I think it's really cool. And I've got ink all over my fingers now. And easy to do. Easy to do. So, do you have any questions at all? What do you think of my fun holiday home decor? Very inexpensive. Use what you've got. Take a look at your stamp sets and your dies, your designer series paper, and I've shown you that you can do, let me bring that back out. You can do it with stamp sets as and just cardstock, or you can use your designer series paper. So we've got a fun and whimsical, get back under there, you silly rope. We've got fun and whimsical here, and we've got elegant here. So depending on what your style is, as to what you prefer, I think they are both just beautiful, and love them both. I was so thrilled with the way this was turning out today that I scooted to the dollar store and I bought 5 more of these because I sat and stamped and colored last night. So I've got lots more Santas that I can do, and I will do them. So I've got another in the polished pink, and then I will do the others in traditional colors. And I will do some up for my kids as well, for each of their homes in more traditional colors, because they're not pink like their mama. So, especially my boys. Yeah, so I'll do the one up for each of them. And then I thought, well, you know, I'll just do up a couple extra just because they are just so much fun. Easy. Not too awful time consuming. Like I said, my measurements and all that, the products that I used will be on my blog tomorrow for you to check it out. With this here, take your pick tool is your friend. That putty end for picking up those teeny tiny little dots, because they are oh so tiny, but they really do add, I think, to the whole look. Like with my dancing Santa, it just, you know, looks so cute with it. Okay, that is all for me tonight. I just was so excited. I wanted to show you guys what I had done with these cute dollar store finds, my across the border friends, international friends. I betcha you've got something similar that you can find in your dollar stores that would be really fun and cute to do up. They have so many different things that you can pick up and customize for whatever needs, ideas you have. All right, so that is it for me tonight. Thank you so much. Have a great night, and I will see you on Monday. If you have any questions at all, please reach out and shoot me an email, and I would be happy to reply tomorrow. I am now done my office hours, so yeah, I will. I'd be happy to reply tomorrow, answer any questions you might have. I'm just looking at my screen here on my iPad to see they're at 90% in. But yeah, I also fussy cut out my little bird, but then I just didn't think he looked, I didn't want to put him on there. I thought, I didn't need him. So yeah, so he did not make the cut. All right, thanks again. I truly appreciate you spending some time with me. Don't forget to click that subscribe button below, as well as the notification bell. And I will see you next week. Have a fabulous evening and a fabulous weekend. Bye for now.